Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Letter from Emeka Olodimegwu, Ojukwu. Letter from Emeka Olodimegwu, Ojukwu. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. If you had any doubts about the authenticity of this letter, let me assure you that I am still involved, very involved in all that you do, and experienced in our beleaguered country, especially with the stupid wanton killings in the southeast by unknown gunmen. The ubiquitous Fulani Herdsmen Eastern Security Network and the Buhari government outlawed IPOB. And we are deeply upset to hear about. Not even in the period preceding the 1967 conflagration did the nation witness so much brutality, hopelessness, uncertainty, and poverty. It is unbecoming of a nation so blessed with natural and human resources. How are you all? We know things are not rosy. The entire world is currently in a turmoil. Poverty and hunger are real. Indeed, Nigerians are coping better with the economic hardship than Europeans, who have lived a life of luxury. House, how do you account for a worker on a 30,000 monthly salary still paying school fees for 3 kids and feeding once a day and still smiling to church or the mosque? It is not a happy thing. No, not a happy situation. I am involved not simply with my beautiful, delectable First Lady slapping Bianca, whom I parted with when I joined the ancestors. I am involved in the Nigerian project, an arcane project which was cobbled together by the colonial old-fashioned rapacious British, battered by politicians, and militarized by adventurers in the Nigerian army, and thrown into confusion by the extremists, occupying Asurok and some South state government houses, North and South currently. I am still at a loss while and how the people of Imo State allow hope Uzodima to happen. We know the role of the Supreme Court in the whole matter, and we are waiting for those renegades to join us and face interrogation from the ancestors. Injustice fuels rebellion. Guerrilla rebellion creates permanent instability, thereby making progress difficult or impossible. In a sense, Nigeria is the very definition of injustice. I will dwell on these at some length in future. It is true that I led the movement to dismember Nigeria into different sovereign nations. Looking back now, I do not regret the breakaway effort. It is also true that if that quest for Biafra had succeeded, the nation would have been better for it. Nigeria can only fully develop its potential in a truly federal state, not the unitary system that was foisted by the military and now sustained by civilians. Isn't that why different movements for ethnic and regional autonomy have sprung up? This is not the purpose of my letter, which I am writing on behalf of the Assembly of past stakeholders in the celestial realm. Sorry for going into my personal thought. I am involved at a higher indeed, the highest level that of an ancestral statement, sitting in conference with such veterans as Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Tafawa Balewa, Anthony Enahoro, Sir Hamadu Bello, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, J.S. Takar K.O. Umbadiwe, Abubakar Rimi, Aminu Kanu, Efe Jeroton Mariri, Chief Festus Okotilebo Omimi Ejo, Sir Adiremi Adesoji, Chief Akintola Umaru Diko, Shehu Shagaril and many others. We asked the soldiers to stand aside because we haven't forgiven them for plunging the nation into years of administrative misadventure. Muritala Muhammad has been in the forefront of apologia, stating that their intervention was in the national interest. Who determines the national interest? The last letter from Chief Awolowo to your headline conveyed our worries. I was advised to write this time because of the uncertain situation in the southern part of the country. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please